ProWeb's Review Return feature is available if you prefer to have tax returns looked over before they are transmitted to the IRS. This feature can be used as needed. However, many of our offices make the review process a requirement for their employees, especially if the employee is a new preparer. If you wish to make this a requirement, you can set it up in the Roles and Permissions menu by unchecking the bypass marking for Review option. For now, let's dive into the review process. When you have finished a tax return in your office, the option to mark the return for review will be available at the bottom of the submission page. If you are using the review process, you will not mark the return complete. Instead, select the box to mark the tax return ready for review. Doing this will remove the option to mark the return complete until the return has gone through review. For any preparers in your office who are forced to use the review feature, the option to mark the return complete will not be available for them at all. After the tax return has been marked ready for review, simply save and exit the return. You will not be able to transmit a tax return that is in review, and you will only be able to transmit it once it has passed review and has been marked complete. As returns in your office are marked for review, the designated reviewer can see those on the main welcome page for your ProWeb office. The Review Returns option will turn green with an asterisk when there are returns waiting to be reviewed. Selecting the Review Returns menu will give you a list of the returns waiting. When you're ready, click Select on the return you want to review. You will be able to look over the entire return and double-check the entries for accuracy. After reviewing the return, you will need to navigate back to the e-file menu submission page. At the bottom, the review status of the return will say Pending Review. There, you can either approve the return for transmission or you can fail the return review. If you fail the return, you will need to provide a reason so the preparer will know what to correct. If a return has been failed, it will not be able to be transmitted until it goes through review again and gets approved. The preparer who is waiting for the review can quickly see the review status from the Client Search menu. Returns that have been approved will have an approved status. Returns that have been failed will have a failed status. For any failed returns, the preparer can navigate back to the e-file menu submission page to see the failed status and the reason. After that preparer makes the necessary adjustments to the return, they will mark the return ready for review again to restart the review process. Once a return has been marked approved, you can then mark the return complete and transmit it to the IRS.